Oh, you DJ, I thought you said it. Oh, okay, yeah. Sorry. Put your phone up there.
That's live.
Yeah, I'm saying, go ahead. Put your phone up there. You use my phone.
We can get off, bro.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah, pull it right there.
Okay.
How y'all doing, family? Ariel, you rolling? Oh, I got it. Go ahead. Want to be online?
Shalom.
Grab your Bible, go ahead.
Shalom. Shalom. And first giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh by Hashem, Hamashiach like our Shai, and the world who knows Yahweh as God, the world who knows Yahweh Shai as Jesus, Hamashiach will be the Christ, and we out here to bring out the truth of the Bible, right? So give me the book of St. John chapter 8 and verse 32, right? Give me the book of Jeremiah chapter 17 and verse 4, right? Because, hey, we're here to let our people know. Hey, brother, can I ask you a question? Because I heard you dialoguing with my brother earlier, right? So what happened to our people? What happened to our people? And I'm just saying that because our history started from the slave ships, right? But were we a people before that happened? What do you think, family? Right, bring this out.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth.
I'm gonna look black.
And ye shall know the truth.
I'm just gonna chill in the streets of Atlanta.
And ye shall know the truth. And the truth shall make you free.
All we out here is just to enlighten the mind, enlighten our brothers and our sisters, right? We say so-called because, hey, that's not a nationality, right? Blacks, Latinos. Hey, sister, can I ask you a question? Who would our people be before the 1800s? Who would our people be before the 1800s, sister? Bring this out again. Because, see, hey, all we're doing is just trying to enlighten the mind and try to get the juices turning. Right, bring this out.
The book of St. John, chapter 8 and verse 32. And ye shall know the truth.
What did he say?
And ye shall know the truth. And the truth shall make you free.
And the truth's going to make you free. Hey, drop that. Give me the book of Ecclesiastes in the Old Testament, chapter 4, and start at verse 15. Right, because we're here just to let our people know. And we're saying the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right, because who would you have been prior to the 1800s, prior to the 1700s, prior to the 1600s? Who would you be? Bring this out.
Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 15, and it reads, I considered all the living which walk under the sun, with the second child that shall stand up in his stead. There is no end of all the people.
What did the Solomon wisdom tell us?
There is no end of all the people.
So we know if there's Moabites back in the Old Testament, right, in 10 BC, in 12 BC, right, then there would have to be the same Moabites in 2026. But the question is, who are those people? Right, we would have to go back to the biblical knowledge and go to the history of the Bible to find out their characteristics, the things that they would do, the customs that they would keep, right, and the ways that they transgressed their business. Right, keep going, King.
God, even of all that have been before them, they also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of spirit.
And the reason why he said it's vanity and vexation of spirit, because he knew nobody would love God. He knew nobody would want to follow the ways that God put down for every nation. Because no matter what nation you are, every knee is going to have to bow and every tongue is going to confess that God is Lord, right? But hey, you know, people try to go with the wisdom of the world and you're going to find out where it's going to go. So bring this out right here, King.
This is the book of Matthew, chapter 15 and verse 24.
Bring it out.
But he answered and said, I am not sent but unto the lost sheep of the house of Israel.
So my $1 million question would be, if God sent Jesus down to save the nation of Israel, right now in 2026, Atlanta, Georgia, who would be that house of Israel?
Great question.
Would it be everybody walking the earth? Right, give me St. John chapter 3 and verse 16. Right, would it be everybody walking the earth?
No.
Or would, hey sister, I got $1 million question for you, sister. I was wondering, all praises. Hey, well, if you're a so-called Black, Latino, or Native American, you possibly be an Israelite. You got to come back to the law, statutes, commandments, and repent as a Hebrew Israelite, right? Because if not, hey, you know, we never know what's going to happen. We're not the mind of God, but I can tell you what won't happen. You won't get the kingdom of heaven.
She said, I'm not trying to learn anything.
Oh, she said she ain't have time. How you doing, brother? Hey, brother, you know your nationality? Hey, if you're so-called Black, Latino, or Native American, and your heritage comes through that transcontinental slave trade, you got a couple seconds? All right. Hey, you would be an Israelite possibly, King. So check out that information, right? All right, I love you, bro. All praises, yeah? Hey, bring this out right here.
John chapter 3 and verse 16, and it reads, For God so loved the world.
What'd he say?
For God so loved the world.
Right, because this is what we always hear, right? God so loved the world, right? Give me the book of James 4 and 4. Right, because they said that Jesus came and he died for everybody, right? But yet we found out in Matthew chapter 15 and verse 24 that he actually said he was not sent but into the lost sheep of the house of Israel. So now we got to really deal with this. So bring that out from the beginning.
For God so loved the world.
Pull a book, chapter, and verse.
God is in John chapter 3 verse 16, and it reads, For God so loved the world.
Hey, have you heard this famous scripture, King? Have you heard this famous scripture right here? Bring this out again.
John chapter 3 and verse 16, and it reads, For God so loved the world, that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believeth in him should not perish, but have everlasting life.
Have you ever heard that before? Right, so God so loved the world, which was an action that he gave his only begotten Son, that whosoever believed in him would not perish but have everlasting life, right? So was that everybody, or was it a chosen people? Was it everybody? All right, well, let's see what James said, because you know James is Jesus' brother, right? So Jesus just said that God so loved the world. Now let's see what his brother James, that was underneath the same household, the same mother and the same father, and let's see what James said.
This is the book of James, chapter 4 and verse 4. The adulterers, know ye not that the friendship of the world is enmity with Yahweh?
Right, so do you know what enmity means? Enemy. So he said, you adulterers and adulteresses, know ye not that friendship with the world is enmity, which is an enemy of God. Go ahead.
Whosoever therefore will be a friend of the world is the enemy of God.
So how can he love God? How can he love the world over here? But then he said, if you're a friend of the world, he hates you. You're an enemy to God. Does that make any sense? Because we know that the Bible doesn't contradict itself, right? So then now the $1 million question would be, what was being said right there? You don't know, right? So real quick, give me the book of Hebrews chapter 1 and verse 1. We're going to show you real quick because the world had a significant meaning right here, right? Go ahead.
This is the book of Hebrews chapter 1 and verse 1. God, who sundry times in the diverse manners spake in time past unto the fathers by the prophets, hath in these last days spoken unto us by his Son, whom hath appointed heir of all things, by whom also he made the world.
Can you spell that?
W-O-R-D-S, worlds.
So what world was he talking about? Because there was an S. But he said God so loved the world with just a regular singular. So, I mean, it's like, and I get that, right? So yes, but it's still the same world. So when I go into that, right? So we go into that understanding. There's like many worlds, right? There's a sea world. There's the world of hip hop. There's the world of basketball. So there's many worlds, right? So when God said he loved the world, he was going into a particular world. So I was just wondering, what world would that be? Right? Because we know this as being the world, right? Right? So give me the book of it's Isaiah 45 and 17. Yep. So let's get context on that, and then I'm going to show you something else, right? Watch this real quick, because hey, this is real big, right? Because if I ask you your nationality, what would you tell me your nationality was? Absolutely, right? But can you find that in the Bible? Can you find that in the Bible? So think about that as he's bringing this out, dealing with the worlds.
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 45 and verse 17. But Israel,
But who?
but Israel shall be saved in the Lord with an everlasting salvation. Ye shall not be ashamed nor confounded. World without end.
What did he call Israel?
World without end.
So Israel was that world that God so loved, that he gave his only begotten son, right? So I'm going to bring one more to tie this together, and then we're going to go back to that question, right, of your nationality. Give me the book of St. John, chapter, I think it's 14, when it's Caiaphas. It says Caiaphas, John 14. I can't even remember real quick. Because this is important, bro. St. John, it's a lot. Real quick. 11 and 49. Salaki. St. John chapter 11 and verse 49. Start up at verse 47.
John chapter 11, verse 47, and it reads, Then gathered the chief priests and the Pharisees a council and said, What do we? For this man doth many miracles.
Right, so he's talking about Jesus, right? So Jesus at that time when he was in Rome, he was doing many miracles. He was healing many people to a point where Jesus was the first known rock star. Everybody was following him from city to city, from state to state, right? Trying to just be with him because he knew that he was a divine prophet. Right? Keep reading.
If we let him thus alone, all men will believe on him.
So everybody would have started believing in him, right? Everybody would have stopped going to churches, mass gatherings, and then they started believing the truth of the Bible. But watch this.
And the Romans shall come and take away both our place and nation.
Go ahead.
And one of them named Caiaphas, being the high priest, that same year said unto them, Ye know nothing at all, nor consider that it is expedient for us.
So it's necessary for Israel, right? It was necessary for Israel what?
That one man should die for the people, and that the whole nation perish not.
So really, the Most High God sent Christ down here, right, to die for the Israelites so that nation perish not. Because had not Christ came down here, we'd have died because our sins were too great. So now I'm back to the original question I asked you. Who are those Israelites today? Would you say those are the people that's in the land right now? They're not, right? So who are they? And how do we find out who they are? That's a great answer. What would you say? We're us? Hey, but how do you, hey, and he's on to something though, right? You're absolutely right. So watch this. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15. Right? Because Israel did something that lost favor from God. And once Israel lost favor from God, they got put into a particular situation in a particular level of lifestyle. And let's see if we can find out who these people are today. Because you said you didn't know who they are. So let's find out according to the scriptures if we can find out who these people are today. Watch this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 15.
Mark it out.
But it shall come to pass.
When you see it shall come to pass, that means it's going to happen. Go ahead.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to observe to do all his commandments and his statutes, which I command thee this day, that all these curses,
all these good things,
all these curses,
all these great things,
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
God said if the Israelites didn't listen to him and his commandments, that all these curses will come upon them and take them. So let me give you one curse, right? Give me Deuteronomy 28 and verse 64. Watch this. So this right here is going to give you everything you need to know. Actually, I think it's it's 64.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter
47. I'm sorry, 47. Salaki.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 46. And they shall be upon thee,
the curses, these curses that he said he's going to pour out on Israel, going to be upon the Israelites for what?
For a sign.
And if I said where's Peachtree Street Northeast, where would you point to? That one. And how did you know that was the street? But how did you know that that was the way? The sign. God said all these curses are going to be put on you for what?
For a sign,
or identifying marker. Go ahead.
And for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
No matter what generation of Israelites, these same curses are going to be on them. Go ahead.
Because thou servest not the Lord thy God with joyfulness and with gladness of heart for the abundance of all things. Therefore shall thou serve thy enemies.
He's going to serve, so the Israelites are going to serve their enemies. Go ahead.
Which the Lord shall send against thee in hunger.
But the Lord sent these enemies against us. So when you go to get some food, do we own those stores? Nope. So, okay, we're trying to get somewhere now. Go ahead.
And in third,
what about them bottle companies? Sprite, Dasani, right? Deer Park. Do we own any of those companies? You know who do, right? So go ahead.
And in nakedness,
our clothing. We might own the clothing line, but who owns the textile mills that makes the clothing? See what I'm saying? Go ahead.
And in want of all things.
A driver license, a birth certificate, a death certificate, get a deed to your house. We gotta go to the same dude. But look, this is the key point to let you know who the Israelites are.
And he shall put a yoke of iron upon thy neck until he have destroyed thee.
So he said, whoever this enemy is, they're gonna put a yoke of iron. A yoke of iron was used in slavery to put someone in captivity. So who got a yoke of iron put on their neck? Yep, you know he's right. The Jews, the so-called blacks, right? But did you know that the so-called Native American and the Hispanics, which would be the Mexicans, and the Guatemalans and all of them went the other way 200 years before the so-called blacks? Yeah. So we got all the information right there, man. We got a YouTube channel, we got emails, right? We got a website. Tap into that, man. Get a hold of the brothers, man. Hey, because look, they said knowledge is what? And if you ain't got no knowledge, you ain't got no what? You ain't got no power, man. So come back to your power. Come back to your power, which his name is Yahweh. Say Yahweh. All praises, man.
All praises.
Hey, you'll be a beautiful Israelite, sis. Listen to your dad now. Yep. We love you. Right? All praises, man. All praises. We love you too, sis. Right? And all praise, because we don't realize that we're getting back to our Godship. Hey, how you doing, brother? Hey, come here real quick, brother. Can I ask you a question? So are you a so-called black African American? Nigerian, right? So how did our people learn the different religion of Muslim? Because you know that wasn't our God-given customs. Because even the so-called blacks that's over on this side of the earth, right? They literally came from the same continent we're from, in some of the same places where our people are. So I'm saying, have you did the history on Muslim and Christianity? Absolutely, right? So we're going to say it all goes back to Father Abraham, right? Absolutely. Want to take over? Want to take over? So my point is, how did we come over to this faith? Because you know the scriptures have prophesied that was going to happen to our people. Because what would be your God-given nationality? Absolutely. Absolutely, right? So we have a sign, right? So, but, okay, I'm going to bring out a precept real quick. Let's go back to Ecclesiastes, right? Chapter 4, Ecclesiastes chapter 4, verse 15. Because I got to make a point.
On to Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 15, and it reads, I considered all the living which walk under the sun, with the second child that shall stand up in his stead. There is no end of all the people. So
literally, King Solomon said there's no end of all people, right? So I'm going to show you this real quick, right? So in the Bible, in the beginning of time, right, you can check it out. It was God created 18 nations, literally 18 nations. You get what I'm saying? So watch this. He said, there's no end. Go ahead.
Of all the people, even of all that have been before them.
So if God created 18 nations, no matter if we know it or not, it didn't change. Your lineage never changed. So now the question comes, what lineage did we come from? Because they said Africans, then they said black. They got all these different nationalities, but the original 18 has none of those names. It goes back to the lineage. Go ahead, King.
I want to talk to y'all, but I don't want to be on TV.
All right, come. We can dialogue after this, after we get done, real quick. So my question is, because you said you're from Nigeria, right? But does your bloodline go back to Ham? Because those are more like the Ethiopians, right? The Cushites. Does your bloodline go back to them? Or do it go more towards the west, to Ghana, into Nigeria and all those in that area? Absolutely. And that's what I'm saying, though. You said you're a son of God, right? But did you know even this, right? But, okay, so this is what I'm saying, though. So when it came in the Bible, when you start going into the Bible, right? God literally has one bloodline of people. He chose one people. But this is what I'm saying, though. He chose one nation of people out of all the people on the earth. Do you know that?
Yo, I listen to everyone in this world. Most everyone, there's been so much happened that everyone all makes up. This is what I need to let
Absolutely.
Like, bro.
I agree. I agree with that.
Okay,
I agree with that.
We're going to let you talk, King.
Yeah. So go ahead.
Respectfully. Yeah, respectfully.
Yep. And I get that, right? But I'm saying, though, all the bloodlines literally goes back, though, to a particular, because like, so if we went to Luke, right, God literally says the sons of God at the end of chapter, I think it's like 4. But when you start going down, there's literally a lineage that goes all the way back to Adam, which is the original man. So when you're saying you're the son of man, right, I guess what I'm trying to get to is God dealing with all people, or is he only really dealing with one nation of people? But the Quran, though, right? The Quran really is going back and really reciting the Bible. Because Ishmael, okay, so you got to understand the bloodlines. So really when you go in the Quran, which is going into the Muslim faith, right? All different sects of the Muslim faith, right? It's really all Christianity. But it came from Ishmael. Ishmael would be the progenitor of the Ishmaelites, which would be more of your Middle Easterns, right? What they call, which there's really no such thing as a Middle Eastern. But it all goes back to Ishmael. Absolutely. But was God dealing with Ishmael? Because he literally tells you in Genesis that he was only dealing with Isaac. All right, let's see. Give me the book of Amos chapter 3 and verse 1, and then I'm gonna deal with you real quick before you go. Right? Real quick, because I just want you to understand that I know we've been taught a lot. Give me 2nd Ezra chapter 5 verse 26. Go ahead.
This is the book of Amos chapter 3 and verse 1. Hear this word that the Lord has spoken against you, O children of Israel.
So he's literally talking to one people, right? The word he was speaking to the children of Israel. Go ahead.
Against the whole family which I brought up from the land of Egypt, saying, you only have I known.
He knows everybody.
You only have I known of all the families of the earth. Therefore, I will punish you for all your iniquities.
So God literally said that he was going to punish Israel for all their iniquities, right? Which is sin. The sin is really the breaking of God's laws. Because even your religion keeps the law. But it's the law of the Bible, though. But, yeah, but the thing of it is, though, is none of this is ever going to get back in order until God calls his chosen people back. Right. And then once he calls his chosen people back, he's going to get them in order. And then once he gets them in order, then he's going to use them to get everybody in the world in order. Right. That's what it's going to, well, it's not Zionism. It's actually literally Israelites and God's word. It's his prophecies. It really doesn't have a title. No, but see, they use replacement theology. Right. Zionism is really talking about the Europeans are going to be put back in place, and we're going to be subject to them. But when we look at the scriptures, it says that the Israelites are going to be put back in place, and then everybody else is going to have to fall in a line. It's just replacement theology is what they're using, right? So, hey, brother, find out who you really are, King, because when God come and crack the sky, it ain't going to be no Allah, because Allah just means power. It's just a title. Who is that power? There's only one true power, and his name is Yahweh in the Paleo Hebrew. So find out who you really are, King. Absolutely, man. Hey, Shalom, King. Shalom. Khan. So Khan, King. So what was you saying, bro? So what's your nationality? Caribbean. So you will be Benjamin. According to the prophecies, according to the way that when God, kind of did what he did, right? It is.
So let me tell y'all where y'all start getting mixed up with all this stuff. When the world was created, it was only black people here.
Absolutely.
That's number one.
Well, we don't do the color. We do more like.
No, I just want to tell you what I know, and then I
okay.
don't want to debate it.
No, I'm not going to debate. I just want to make sure that you have the correct understanding, because when God rested, right? Did he create after day 7? No, I'm just asking, did he create after day 7? So then how was it only just black people here? I'm just only asking. Okay. I agree with that.
where all these other races come from, all these other races genetically modified. Now, in the end, they cannot be enough to be better than them. Because they're not native, and everyone who are melanated in their skin is created by the Most High. So there's no separation of all this other stuff. But everyone who are melanin is from the Most High. And the end time,
So you said God didn't separate. You said God didn't separate?
no, he didn't separate these other races and
Okay. Can I just pull it in? Just real quick. Give me the book of Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7. Because this is still a law. So I just want to go into the law real quick. Wherever we get there. Because God was the ultimate separatist. So, you believe in the scriptures?
Not really.
Oh, yeah. And it makes sense. Why? I mean, but, so let me ask you a question. So do you think God is coming off the throne and writing a book? And I understand that, but the thing is God said, my sheep hear my voice. So no matter what you tell, it's like if you tell me a lie, right? You tell me one truth and 10 lies, right? If I know your spirit, I can kind of tell when you're lying. You see what I'm saying? So no matter how much lies that they fabricate in this book, it doesn't matter, because he said, my sheep hear my voice, which means you're going to identify what's the truth of this book and what's lies, right? So I just say that to say that, right?
I don't get breaks up all my information about my
Right?
I'm good. I'm aboard, man. I respect.
Right? So, but see, this is the thing though. This is where I think people get it misunderstood, right? So the Bible is just a guideline. A Bible is just a guideline for you to get wisdom. Because the Most High is going to give you everything you need in here. But we know that it's been touched. So everything isn't all the pure word, because we know that it's been touched, right? But guess what though? Once the Most High put this spirit back in you, he's going to give you understanding beyond you would ever think. So yes, we know certain things in here don't line up. But guess what? When he said, my sheep hear my voice, you're going to be able to discern what he was saying by precepting to what something else said. So we can precept the Bible, and then we can go in history books, and we can literally decipher what he was saying in his prophecies. So what is he saying? What was he saying when he said that though?
I'm not trying to do a whole thing what he says in the Bible, but I'm trying to tell you.
I'm just saying, but the Bible tells you about all that. What he was basically saying was his chosen people were going to be oppressed and they're going to been done wrong. But in the end, when he comes to judge this earth, he's going to put his people back in rulership where it should be. That's what he was saying. Go ahead, Kenny. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Go ahead. What? Absolutely. Absolutely. And we don't really do color because it's all about a bloodline. It's like if you have a child, right? And I take your child DNA, is your child DNA going to match your DNA? So that's what we're trying to get you to see. Put the color away. Because it could be, you could have a kid by somebody that's non-melanated, right? But is that child DNA going to come back your DNA? Yes or no, King? Yes or no, King? Absolutely, but is it going to still have your DNA? Absolutely. So that's what I'm trying to get you to understand, is that it's not about a color, King. It's really about a DNA thing, and that's what we're teaching. We're teaching you that God has a chosen bloodline nation of people that he's dealing with. And everybody else falls underneath one of those other 17 nations. And we're trying to let everybody know, according to God's wisdom and understanding, is that those other 17 nations, 16 of them are going to go into some sort of captivity. One of them are going to be completely eradicated, never to be ever seen again on this face of the earth. That's what I want to let you know, bro. Go ahead.
So that's why when I keep telling you to go down black and know the color thing, they don't supposed to be there at all. The Most High do not know them.
We know that.
This is what I'm trying to
And
tell
that's
you.
what we teach.
So this is what I'm telling you.
We
the
teach
word is
that.
going back to black. I'm not saying like I keep saying all the time.
Because it's not a color.
It's not a color thing, but I'm
Because
saying
we encompass every spectrum of the spectrum grid. So every color can be made from us, and no color can be made from them. So that's why what we're trying to say though, because it doesn't matter, because you can have a non-pigmented person, but they can be truly your seed. So I'm just saying, so it doesn't really go to a color. It goes to a bloodline. Right? So we know that. We know that. We know that. What did he say, kid?
He said, you just said that.
We know they're going to get it totally renegade. Yeah, one nation is done. We got one nation that's chosen. You got 15 nations that are going to be in servitude, and one nation is going to be completely eradicated. That's just what it is. So, brother, I just tell you, brother, to just do some more research. Do some more research. Because at the end of the day, brother, hey, give me the book of Romans chapter 3 and verse 3. Because at the end of the day, this is what it all boils down to, man. Right? It doesn't matter what you think. It don't matter what I think. It don't matter what nobody on this earth thinks. Right? It all goes back to this particular verse right here. And give me the book of Acts chapter 5 and verse 29. Romans 3 and verse 3. Right? Because at the end of the day, this is all that matters. It goes back to.
This is the book of Romans chapter 3 and verse 3. For what if some did not believe?
Hey, so what if some people don't believe what we tell them? Because one thing I tell you about us, brother, our family, not knocking nobody else, we're going to tell you what thus saith about the scriptures. We're not going to try to act like we know more than we know, and we're not going to try to add anything to it. We're going to show you with history, with other scholar books, we're going to put the pieces together, because really it's all about a puzzle, and once you fit it together, you get more understanding. So basically, Paul said, what if some do not believe? Go ahead.
Shall their unbelief make the faith of God without effect? God forbid. Yea, let God be true, but every man a liar. As it is written, that thou mightest be justified in thy saying, and mightest overcome when thou art judged.
So, hey, so you can maybe overcome, man, when you judge, because everybody, no matter what, every civilization know that there's a higher power or a higher being. Everybody knows that. No, I didn't say you didn't. I've never said that. Oh, no, we're not religious either. Yeah, we're not religious. We're not religious. Absolutely. I agree with you, King. Yeah, we definitely not religious up here either. We're just trying to go back to our, we're trying to get back to our heritage. Yeah, oh, I know. Because God got to be true. Yeah, and I don't know the time. No man knows the day nor the hour. Yeah, we got to be careful when we say man, we got to be careful. Right, bring this out real quick. I'm going to show them, but we got to be careful.
God is in Acts chapter 5 and verse 29, and it reads, Then Peter and the other apostles answered and said, We ought to obey God rather than man. The God of our fathers raised up Jesus, whom ye slew and hanged on a tree. Him have God exalted with his right hand to be a prince and a savior, for to give repentance to Israel and forgiveness of sins.
And forgiveness of sins. Give me the book of Acts chapter 12 and start at verse 21. Hey, we got to be careful. We got to be careful. Because, man, he said, hey, he knows. And if Hamashiach didn't know, I would never let it come out my mouth that I think I know. Because I don't know nothing. I only know what the Most High give me. How you doing, brother? Hey, brother, you got 2 seconds? All right. Hey, brother, if you're so-called Black, Latino, Native American, possibly an Israelite, you got to come back to the law, statutes, commandments, and repent as a Hebrew Israelite. Right? 12 and verse 21. Watch this.
This is the book of Acts, chapter 12 and verse 21. And upon a set time, Herod, arrayed in royal apparel, sat upon his throne and made an oration. Salakia.
Because, hey, we have to be careful. We have to be very careful what we say. Because watch what happened to Herod.
And made an oration unto them. And the people gave a shout, saying,
And if all those that don't know what oration is, he made a grand speech, a great speech. People was hyped. Their spirit was moved. Right? Go ahead.
it is the voice of a God.
It is a what?
It is a voice of a God.
Basically, he said he knew when the time was over. So basically, in the same sense, he was saying he was teaching us as he had a voice of the God. Hey, Brother Jeremiah, he was teaching us a voice of God right there. Let's see what happens when that happens.
And not of a man. And immediately the angel of the Lord smote him, because he gave not God the glory.
He gave not God the glory. Hey, how y'all sisters doing? Y'all got 2 seconds? Right? Hey, but he said, God said he smote him. Hey, how y'all doing, family? Hey, y'all know y'all nationality? Y'all know y'all Israelites? Hey, y'all got to come back to y'all heritage, King. And we love y'all, brothers. And all praises, man. Hey, all praises, because, hey, we know we coming back, man. And I know y'all see what's going on in Iran. And they ain't scared of the big bad wolf no more. So, hey, we got to do this thing. Give me the book of Revelation chapter 18 and verse 3. Hey, but did you see that, though? Hey, that brother made an oration. Hey, bring that last part out real quick. Oh, you got a precept? You got a precept? Yeah. Right? Right? You got a precept? Go ahead.
This was when he said he knew the time. This is the book of Mark, chapter 13, and verse 32. But of that day, in that hour, knoweth no man.
Knoweth who?
Knoweth no man.
Oh, he's Herod. He made a great oration.
Knoweth no man. No, not the angels which are in heaven, neither the Son, but the Father.
But the Father. So even Christ don't know the day or the hour. Right? Hey, how y'all doing, family? All right. Hey, y'all believe in God? All praises, man. Hey, if y'all so-called black, Latino, and American, y'all be an Israelite. Never forget that. Right? All praises. Because God's coming back for his chosen people. Right? Bring this out. Hey, and that was a great precept. Because, hey, brother said he came back in the spirit of Herod, man. He came back. He said he knew the day and the hour. But then Yahushua and Mark said no man knows the day or the hour. So now I got to go back to what we brought out earlier in Acts 5:29. I ought to obey God rather than men. Hey, I'm just saying, I'm putting all my chips on Yahweh and none of my chips on man. None. Not even myself. I got all chips off me. Hey, every day. Bring this up.
God, this Revelation chapter 18 verse 3, and it reads, "For all nations have drunk of the..."
Hey, it's not this one. I'm sorry, Salaki.
God, this Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1, and it reads, "And after these things, I saw another angel..."
Hey, how you doing, brothers? Hey, man, y'all got 2 seconds, bros? 2 seconds. 2 seconds, bro. So, hey, this is the $1 million question, right? So, what is our nationality? Because we've been told that we was black. Then we told we was African American. Then we called niggers. Then we was called niggas. Then we was called Afro. I mean, everything, right? Now we call ADOs, American descendants of slaves. So I'm asking, what is our true nationality? God! You know, right? You know, right? So give me 10 and 12. Deuteronomy 10 and 12, right? So you know, like, if you was a manager of a store, right? So would your obligations be the same as just a regular worker? No, it wouldn't. You kind of have a lot more responsibilities, right? So watch what God said about the Israelites.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 10 and verse 12. And now Israel.
Because we do know we Israelites, right? You know that, right? Go ahead.
What doth the Lord thy God require of thee?
And like I said, you know, when you got a little bit higher standard to live by, now you got more requirements, right? We can't be out here like everybody else. Because, hey, would the king do the same thing as a servant? Because y'all kings on the earth, according to Christ in Revelations. He said he made us a nation of kings and priests, right? So we kings and priests, we held to a higher standard, right? So what is the requirement?
But to fear the Lord thy God, to walk in all his ways, and to love him, and to serve the Lord thy God with all thy heart and with all thy soul, to keep the commandments.
So that's how you serve with all your heart and all your soul. Keep the commandments. Go ahead.
To keep the commandments of the Lord thy God and his statutes, which I command thee this day for thy good.
For thy good, right? Because it ain't for God good, but it's for our good, so we can get that eternal life. So yeah, brother, I just want to leave y'all with that. I know y'all busy, but hey, bro, check into our website, check into our YouTube channel, and bro, we love y'all, bro. Hey, so our commandments, hey, some of the commandments, like you see the brothers got fringes on, that's one of our commandments that God gave us, bro. So just tap into that, man. We got phone numbers on there and everything. All right, come. We love y'all, brothers. Right? Hey, come. Hey, because, hey, the way the Most High put it in my spirit, bro, hey, I know I started off at that point, so I don't try to grind them too much. But, hey, we got to give them that little bit of tidbit, like, look, bro, we got to come back. Because, hey, obviously he just saw somebody that taught him or praises. So now it's time to be a doer of the. Give me the book of James chapter 1, and I think it's like verse 15.
It's like what you said, Salakia.
Yeah, you got
not to give them too much, bro. Sometimes us as Israelites, we try to give too much, bro. We try to be too deep. We just got to give them a little bit, bro.
A little bit.
Digest, you know?
Because he got a little bit up wherever he came from, and then I just want to give him a little bit more. I think it might be 22. Yep, 22.
This book of James, chapter 1 and verse 22. But be ye doers of the word.
Because that's why we spread it, right? Like we're trying to get them back into that fold so they can be doers of the word.
And not hearers only, deceiving your own selves.
Who do you deceive?
Deceiving your own selves.
Because that's what we'll realize, man. We deceiving only ourselves, man. Right? So bring that out, 18, Revelations 18 and verse 1. Yup, 18 and 1. Hey, because we're trying to get them up out of here, man. We'll get a couple more precepts. What time is it, King? How much time I got left?
Only 45 minutes.
Oh, yeah, I'll keep going. Hey, how you doing, sis? Hey, sis, can I ask you a question? You got 2 seconds? 2 seconds. Hey, well, if you're so-called black, Latino, and Native American, you possibly be an Israelite. You gotta come back to the law, statutes, commandments, and repent as a Hebrew Israelite. Hey, because that's all we can do, man. Sometimes it's all we can give our people, man. But bring this out, though.
This is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 1, and it reads, and after these things, I saw another angel come down from heaven, having great power. And the earth was lightened with his glory, and he cried mightily with a strong voice, saying, Babylon the Great is fallen.
And we see it falling, right? We see right now that Iran is not scared. I don't know if everybody knows if they've been watching all the news stations, but hey, Iran just flew a drone over California a couple days ago. But see, I know our people, they're not paying attention. They're just walking around on the highways and hedges, right? And they just doing their thing, right? How you doing, man? Hey, how you doing over there? How you doing now? What's your nationality? What's your father's nationality? You're Christian? Christian would be Christ-like? Huh. Well, if you're so-called black, Latino, Native American, and you possibly be Israelite, check into that. God's chosen people, right? If not, then get ready for the bezel of destruction. Go ahead.
It's fallen, and it's become the habitation of devil.
Come the habitation of what?
Of devil.
Right? And that word devil, really, when you look at the definition of devil, it just goes into being a deceiver. Right? So the word devil is a deceiver. And we know nobody's deceived us more than America.
That's right.
Right? Babylon the Great will be America. Right? Because Babylon has the fire. We're going to get into that. Right? Go ahead.
And the hold of every false spirit, and a cage of every unclean and hateful bird.
And how you know it's a hateful bird in America? Every unclean and hateful bird? Because, hey, every nation of people come to America and drop their custom right at the door. Right? Anybody that's Hindu, they drop their Hinduism at the door. Right? Anybody from China, they drop their China customs at the door. Nobody's wearing no ancient garments no more. But if you go in their country, their culture, they're still wearing it. And now they still wearing it over there. But yet they get over to America, now all of a sudden, a Chinese woman wear pants. Right now you got people over there in the Middle East, they're wearing pants. They done dropped their ancient garments, brother. That's crazy, Jeremiah. Right? That's why we know that this is the place of every foul bird, because you could be whatever you want to be. It's like, hey, that commercial of Army. They say America said, be all that you can be in the Army. Right? The Army of America. You could be whatever you want to be, and that's crazy.
All the nations drunk over wine. Man.
Drunk over wine. Hey, now I can make a car into a bicycle. How does that make sense? Right? It makes no sense. So how can you make yourself go from a woman to a man or a man to a woman? It makes no sense. Go ahead.
For all nations have drunk of the wine.
No, some of the nations.
For all nations have drunk of the wine of the wrath of her fornication. And the kings of the earth have committed fornication with her.
All the nations, right? You got China that came over here. Hey, China now got their goods over here. China got all their goods. Japan got all their goods over here. Right? Hey, have y'all been watching the news? Y'all watching the news? Y'all been seeing that Iran been flying drones over over California?
Y'all ain't got 1 second.
So can I ask y'all a question?
No, we trying to get some food.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So hey, just hey, keep that in your mind that hey, nobody's scared of America no more. Right? That's really my message today. Nobody fears the bad wolf no more. The bad wolf, he kind of ain't howling no more. Kind of got laryngitis, Jeremiah. The wolf can't make a sound. He kind of sounds like a church mouse now. Bring this out.
And the merchants of the earth are wax rich.
How you doing, brother? Hey, you got a few seconds to dialogue with your brother? Come on, brother. Just a couple seconds now.
My energy bad right now.
Okay. Hey, I respect that, King. I respect that,
We
King.
respect that, bro.
I respect that, King. I love you, man.
Be careful, King.
Oh, praise to the Most High. Come. Hey, and bring that up.
Through the abundance of her delicacies. And I heard another voice from heaven saying, come out of her, my people.
No, all people.
Come out of her, my people.
No, all nations.
Come out of her, my people.
So God said, come out of her, my people. Right? So God got a chosen people, man. But the whole problem is, when you got a foul spirit and a foul nation telling you that everybody's chosen, that God loves everybody, we got a problem. Right, real quick, give me the book of Isaiah 44:1. No, you stay right there. Because he said, come out of her, my people. Right, but we literally just went over this in the car before we came over here. Why bring this up?
This is the book of Isaiah, chapter 44, and verse 1.
Work it out.
Yet now hear, O Jacob, my servant, in Israel, whom I have chosen.
He chose everybody.
In Israel, whom I have chosen.
So, hey, God has a chosen people, man. So when he said, come out of her, my people, he was literally only talking about his chosen people. So I don't understand how all of a sudden we go from the Old Testament, get to the New Testament, and then we get into Revelations, and all of a sudden God changed. But yet we know that he never changes. So if he never changes, how is we changing all of a sudden? Right? So that's the $1 million question, man. Right? How you doing, man? Got 2 seconds? Okay. All praise. You need to come out of that spirit too. I saw that spirit. God ain't dealing with that spirit, man. Right? Bring this up.
That ye be not partakers of her sins, and that ye receive not of her plagues. For her sins have reached into heaven.
So whoever this nation of Babylon is, which we know is the modern day America, right? God said that America's, hey, how y'all doing today? What's your nationality? Colombia, right? Can I tell y'all one thing real quick? So God has, so y'all will be God's chosen people. I know English, you'll be God's chosen people, right? You'll be, get a flyer real quick. And scan that, and it'll take you to our YouTube channel, right? So you be God's chosen people, right? Jesus, Christos, no Blanco, no, what? It's no, he's Blanco, no, yeah. Jesus Cristo Blanco, and no, see. Yeah, Jesus is, he's no Blanco. Yeah, Jesus Cristo, see, only for us, see. So yeah, so hey, how you doing, brother? All right. So yeah, so hey, God said that the sin of this Babylonian captivity, right? Right. Give me the book of Revelation, chapter 11, verse 4. Hey, how y'all doing, family? Y'all come here. Y'all got 2 seconds? Come. Hey, oh, praise. I just want to let y'all know that, hey, y'all possibly could be God's chosen people, man. Right? Possibly. And I say that because, hey, he said, my sheep hear my voice. Right? So bring this out, Revelations 11 and verse, 11 and 7, no, 8.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 11 and verse 8. In their dead bodies shall lie in the street of the great city.
And that great city is Babylon, right? Hey, how y'all doing, family? And can I ask y'all a question? So what would be your nationality if you signed the application? Yeah. American, right? So let me ask you a question, right? Because I've heard a lot of people say that. Does the landmass dictate your nationality? It doesn't, right? So I asked you that to ask you this. So if somebody was a Japanese, right, and they were born in America, what would be their nationality? Or would it be Japanese? So does the landmass dictate their nationality, their race, their ethnicity? Absolutely. There we go. Now we're getting somewhere, because if they're a Japanese, just because they were born in America, it doesn't dictate their nationality. You see what I'm saying? Now, citizenship is different. Now, they would be citizens of America, but their nationality wouldn't convert over because they were born in America. You get what I'm saying? So now going back to that understanding, right? What would be your nationality? Okay, Guyanese and Jamaican, right? What would your father be? Jamaican, right? So you would be of the bloodline of your father. And actually scientific data prove it. Pull that out. It's the book of Numbers, chapter 15. The 15. Right? And what would be your nationality? What would it be? Jamaican as well? Right? Go ahead, please.
This is the book of Numbers, chapter 1 and verse 18. And they assemble all the congregation together on the first day of the second month.
Right, so according to the Bible, because God gives us all understanding of like how everything is formed. Because even in science, they understand that the genomes come from the father, whether it's a rat, because I work at a laboratory, so whether it's a rat, whether it's a moose, a deer, whatever it may be, all the genomes come from the father, right? The phenotypes come from the mother, which would be the facial features, more the bone structure, things like that. But the genotype comes from the father. Go ahead.
And they declare their pedigree,
which would be their nationality, right? Their race. Go ahead.
After their family, by the house of their fathers, according to the number of the names, from 20 years old upward, by their polls.
By their polls. So the nationality comes from the father. So if your father would be Jamaican, right? According to Bible prophecy and history and archaeological evidence, the majority of the people in those places would be a Benjamite, right? Do you know any Benjamites in the Bible? That's real cool. We'll give you one famous one. Give me the book of Romans, chapter 11 and verse 1. And then I got just a couple more questions. I know y'all busy. I know y'all on y'all way. But I just want to give y'all this because when God sent his son back to save a particular nation of people, right? They got to know their nationality. They can't say they're American because God's not coming back for Americans. He's not coming back for Europeans. He's not coming back for Chinese. He's coming back for one nation of people, and we got to know who these nations of people are. Chapter 11, verse 1.
This is the book of Romans, chapter 11 and verse 1. I say then, hath God cast away his people? God forbid. For I also am an Israelite of the seed of Abraham, of the tribe of Benjamin.
So Paul was a Benjamite. So the Jamaicans would be, most of them would be a lineage of Benjamin, biblically. Right? Because when God created the earth, right, he made 18 nations. Did y'all know that? So he made 18 nations. But literally, out of the 18 nations, most of them, we don't call them by that God-given nationality. So you have to ask yourself, why is that? And I mean, and that sounds great, right? So what happened is, we started intermingling. God never created every nation to intermingle. He only created every nation to be to themselves. He was the greatest separatist, right?
That's a fact.
Give me the Deuteronomy chapter 32 and verse 7. And then I'm going to get into y'all lineage, because that's the most important thing. I'm not out here really to give a bunch of other precepts, because really the most important thing is when y'all walk away from me, y'all know y'all biblical nationality. Because God came, he sent his son back to let them know who they were, so they can come back to their heritage, so they can get salvation. And salvation is being saved from your enemy, right? 32 verse 7.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 32 and verse 7.
Work it out.
Remember the days of old.
So God is telling the Israelites to remember the days of old. Go ahead.
Consider the years of many generations. Ask thy father, and he will show thee. Thy elders, and they will tell thee. When the Most High divided to the nation,
He divided the nation. When he divided all the nations. Right? Go ahead.
their inheritance. When he separated the sons of Adam and set the bounds of the people according to the number of the children of Israel.
So he made everything and divided it according to the number of the children of Israel. So it kind of sounds like to me, who would be his chosen people? Israel, all. That's beautiful. That's a great thing to know. So now my $1 million question is, who are the Israelites today?
That's a good question.
Absolutely. That's great. So watch this. Give me the book of St. John, chapter 15, right? And I want to, I think it's like 15 and 10. 15 and, start at verse, 15, go 15 and verse, oh yeah.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 15 and verse 14. Ye are my friends, if ye do whatsoever I command you. Henceforth I call you not servants, for the servant knoweth not what his Lord doeth. But I have called you friends, for all things that I have heard of my Father I have made known unto you.
So that's the first part, right? So everything that Mashiach learned from his father, he made known to us, right? And he's that comforter that came back to give us that understanding. Go ahead.
Ye have not chosen me, but I have chosen you, and ordained you that ye should go and bring forth fruit, and that the fruit should remain, that whatsoever ye shall ask of the Father in my name, he may give it you.
So go to chapter 10 and verse 27. So first, he said, you have not chosen me, but I've chosen you, right? So now we're going to find out how you understand who was chosen. 10 and 27.
This is the book of St. John, chapter 10 and verse 27. My sheep hear my voice.
So even though we've been irremediable, the Most High said, my sheep hear my voice. Go ahead.
And I know them, and they follow me.
What are they going to do?
And I know them, and they follow me. And I give unto them eternal life, and they shall never perish, neither shall any man pluck them out of my hand.
So that's the thing, right? So he said, my sheep is going to hear my voice, and he said they're going to follow. So once we all of us heard this, right? Once we started reading, because like me, I came in a true reading. I just read. I didn't hear nobody. I went on YouTube. I read it, and I'm like, dang, the Christian church ain't doing nothing that the Bible said. So I kept reading and reading. I'm like, man, this is crazy. And then once I did watch a couple videos, it really just signified, it kind of solidified everything I had been reading. Right? So watch this. So we're going to show you who the Israelites will be today. So can you give me the book of Deuteronomy 29 and 1, and give me Deuteronomy 28 and 15. So now we're going to get into who the Israelites are today. I'm not going to tell you who they are. I'm not going to try to persuade you. I'm just going to read the curses, and then you tell me who fits these curses. Because that's how the Most High does. He gives us the information, and then we have to do research to figure out who is he talking about or what is he talking about. So watch this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy, chapter 29 and verse 1. These are the words of the covenant which the Lord commanded Moses to make with the children of Israel.
Right, so who did God give the covenant to make with the children of? Right, and the covenant is a binding agreement. So now God made a binding agreement with Israel. So now let's see what happened when Israel didn't listen.
On this is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 15, and it reads, "But it shall come to pass,
So when you read it shall come to pass, mean it's gonna happen. Go ahead.
if thou wilt not hearken unto the voice of thy Lord, thy God,
If you don't listen to the Lord thy God, go ahead.
to observe, to do all his commandments,
No, just the 10.
to do all his commandments."
How many commandments is it? Would you be shocked to know that there's 613? Yep, and those are commandments, yep. It goes into dietary, because God didn't make every animal to eat. You think we're supposed to be eating a skunk? Absolutely not. You know what I'm saying? So that's how we know through just wisdom of understanding of just life, that there have to be moral laws, there have to be dietary laws, there are dress laws, and then there's also we have laws also as far as like celebratory laws, like as far as what days to celebrate. Because you know the world give us Christmas, right, which would be Christ's birthday, but the Bible didn't give us Christmas. You see what I'm saying? So we got to follow what Christ kept in the Bible, not what man tells us to keep. So he said it'll come to pass that we will not hearken unto the voice of the Lord thy God. Go ahead.
To observe, to do all his commandments and his statutes which I command thee this day,
What's going to happen?
that all these curses,
All these good things,
all these curses,
all these great things.
all these curses shall come upon thee and overtake thee.
So is a curse a good or bad thing? A bad thing, right? So let's see the first set of curses that came on the Israelites from God because we didn't listen. Go ahead.
Cursed shalt thou be in the city,
So cursed shall the Israelites be in the city. Go ahead.
and cursed shalt thou be in the field.
So what nation of people is cursed in the city? Kind of live in the worst conditions. Kind of got to worry about getting pulled over. Kind of got to worry about everything. Well, I can actually show you another curse. Watch this. Go to 45. Watch this.
This book of Deuteronomy, chapter 28 and verse 45. Moreover, all these curses shall come upon thee, and shall pursue thee, and overtake thee, till thou be destroyed. Because thou hearkenest not unto the voice of the Lord thy God, to keep his commandments and his statutes which I command thee.
Right? And he said, until thou be destroyed. And that destroyed means you're not going to know your biblical nationality. You're going to call yourself another name. That's all of the curses. Right? But he said you're going to be destroyed. Watch this next verse.
Verse 46. And they shall be upon thee.
The curses are going to be upon the Israelites for what?
For a sign.
So if I ask you, where is the Hyatt Regency? What building? Which one of these buildings is the Hyatt Regency? How do you know that's the building that's the Hyatt Regency? And what is that title called? Yeah, I'm talking about, but what is that, the particular name of that title? It starts with an S. Yep. What did he say? A sign. There you go. You heard what it just said, didn't you? Watch this.
And they shall be upon thee.
The curses are going to be upon the Israelites, what?
For a sign.
A sign is literally just an identifying marker. So that identifying marker shows you that that building is the Hyatt Regency. That identifying marker let me know that's the trust. That identifying marker let me know this is Peachtree Street, right? So literally God said that these curses are going to be an identifying marker for the Israelites. Go ahead.
And for a wonder, and upon thy seed forever.
How long?
Forever.
How many generations?
Forever.
So no matter what nation you go into, no matter what country you go to, no matter what continent you go to, these curses are going to be on only the Israelites. So now knowing that, curse in the city and curse in the field. What nation of people were cursed in the field? What was your people doing over there in Jamaica? Were they kind of cursed in the city and cursed in the field? They were, weren't they? What were they doing back in 1800? They were kind of what? What if I told you that all these people were too? No, what if I told you all these people on this side was too? The so-called blacks were enslaved. The Native Americans, did you know they went in slavery like 150, 200 years before the so-called blacks? But look, this is the question though. Did everybody go into slavery? Because an indentured servant is not the same. Servitude and indentured servitude is different. Indentured servitude, you actually get to go over, and at the end of your completion of your servitude, you actually get to leave with money and goods. Did the Jamaicans get to leave with money and goods after they were in servitude? Absolutely. Now what about the so-called blacks? Did they get to leave with money and land when they left servitude? What about the Native Americans? They actually went into servitude as well. So they actually went into Britain, into Haiti. They went over to Europe. They went over there to Spain. They got took the other way because you know why? They knew this land. So when they tried to take them into slavery, they actually would just fight back and run back into their natural habitat. So they couldn't enslave them here. So they shipped them elsewhere. So these are the things they wouldn't tell you. But according to the scriptures though, who did God say that these curses are going to be on? The people of Israel. And he said curse in the city and curse in the field. Who's cursing to the tobacco field, the cotton field, the fruit field, the work field? Who's the first fire and the last iron? There you go, brother. You know what I'm saying? But watch this. Let's go to the next curse. Verse 17.
Cursed shalt thou be in the basket and thy store.
Cursed shall be thy basket and thy store. That will be your food. The basket will be your food. Who's on welfare? Who has to depend? Remember when they cut the welfare? Who kind of was in an uproar? There you go. But who did God say was going to be in an uproar? Because curse is going to be their basket and store. The people of Israel. Watch this. Give me 32. Watch it. And just keep in mind that he said these curses are going to be on Israel for a sign and a wonder, and upon thy seed forever. And it's not going to be a little forever, but it's going to be because we broke the commandments, if you remember verse 15. So once we come back to the commandments, the so-called, whoever these people are, the Israelites is what God called them, then these curses will be released. Watch this.
This is the book of Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 32. Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people.
In Jamaica, what was happening? Was their kids being raised up in two-parent families and enjoying the beautiful life and lovelihood of Jamaica, or were they kind of getting shipped all over the world?
God don't love everybody.
He know it. Look at it. We know. God don't really love everybody, but that's a whole other conversation. So was the Jamaicans, was our children, were they being raised in a two-parent household and having a good time in that beautiful climate, kicking back with the beautiful, beautiful fruit over there, or did they kind of have to work hard for another nation of people? They did, didn't they? And God said that was going to happen though. He said that the children would, and nowadays it still happens. It's called CPS, Child Protective Services. They can come into the home and say, hey, your parents ain't fit to take care of you. And it look like our people are more in that system than anybody. Right? You finish that verse? Watch this.
Thy sons and thy daughters shall be given unto another people, and thy eyes shall look and fail with longing for them all the day long. And there shall be no might in thy hand.
You ain't gonna be able to do nothing to stop it. They're gonna just take them away. And we know that happened to all the people in this side. Because what happened to the South Americans? The Portuguese came in, didn't they? The Portuguese came in, kind of wiped their whole civilization. The Mayans and the Incas kind of got wiped out, didn't they? It's crazy, isn't it? What about Haiti? What happened to our Haitian brothers and sisters? Kind of the same thing, wasn't it? You start to see how the dots start to connect. Look at this sign. What about the Cubans? What language do they speak? Spain invaded them. You know, when you say you speak Spanish, you're saying you're the property of somebody. Right? Brother got something you want to say.
I just want to go what you were saying. As we do the process of elimination, the Bible just says, let thy son and thy daughter or daughter yours.
Sure.
Your
Absolutely.
son and your daughter, they are supposed to be other people. Right? So if you do the process of elimination in your head, you ask yourself, is the white people, they come from the What about the Arabs? You ever seen them?
You saw them in slavery? But that's when you gotta find out who those slaves were. Our people. Absolutely. So, and the crazy part about it is I just literally did a current event video on our channel, and on where they bombing at in that Hormone Strait, I said, so I just did a lesson on our channel, right? And you know where they're bombing at on the Hormone Strait, right there in Iran? You know what I'm talking about, right? The Hormone Strait? That's where they're bombing at for that oil, where America and Iran's actually warring at right now. But there's a lot of Afro-Iranians that's been there for over 1,000 years, and when they did the history, those were the descendants that were on what was that sub-Saharan slave trade that you were talking about, and they could not even find any history on their people. Yeah, it's on my channel on my last current event. I did a 3-hour lesson on that. Now, all that area, they call themselves Afro-Iranians.
Right.
Why don't you ask yourself this? Why is all of our people always Afro something or Afro this or Afro that? Why can't you just call them Iranians? If they're an Iranian nationality, like you were saying, why don't we just call them Iranian? But why did they call them Afro-Iranian? See, these are the questions you got to ask yourself. They know who they are. They just don't know who they are. We just don't know who we are. Right? Watch this. I'm going to show you real quick. Give me Psalms 83 and verse 3. I'm going to show you real quick. I know you got to go. Give me Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68. This right here was a prophecy that King David told us way back in Psalms about our people. Why we don't know, and that's why Afro this and Afro that, instead of just knowing who you are. Because they got Afro-Iranians, you got Afro-Brazilians, you got Afro-Jamaicans. Why is all of a sudden we got Afro, but then if you went over to places and you got people that don't look like us, do they put Afro on their tag? You got to ask yourself, why not? Why wouldn't everybody just Jamaicans? Why wouldn't everybody just Iranians? Go ahead, keep bringing this up.
This is the book of Psalms, chapter 83, and verse 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people.
And that brother told you what thy mean against your people. Go ahead.
And consulted against thy hidden ones.
He said they've consulted against what?
They have consulted against thy hidden ones.
So the hidden ones, if something's hid, do you know where it's at? It means it's not found. So the hidden ones will be a nation of people that's not found. They haven't found out who they are. But watch what he said in this next verse.
They have said, come and let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel,
That the name of what?
that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance.
Who is them over there then? That's crazy. He said the name of Israel be no more in remembrance. So who is they over there then? So that lets you know something is funny. If somebody came to cut the name of Israel off, but then somebody that his name is Israel over there, something is wrong. Real quick, give me Revelations 2. I'm going to show you what's wrong before I give you this last prophecy. I just had to bring this out just so you can know. Revelations 2 and 4, I think it is, right? 2 and 9.
This is the book of Revelation, chapter 2 and verse 9. I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich.
So he said, whoever these people are, he said, I know thy work and thy tribulation and thy poverty, right? Thy tribulation is trouble. He said, but thou art rich. Meaning whoever these people are you talking about, they're rich in spirit. They got the kingdom of heaven. Go ahead.
And I know the blasphemy.
Blasphemy is lies.
of them which say they are Jews,
Say they are what?
which say they are Jews, and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
Synagogue of Satan will be the chief house of Satan. So who said they are Jews? Don't talk about the people over there say they're Jews, right? But he said, but they are not.
Right.
But they're the synagogue of Satan, the chief house. That was in Revelation. And Christ said it. Look, it's in red. Show them that real quick. That's in red. Red letters. So he said, whoever is saying that they are Jews, they are not. They're the synagogue of Satan. They're the chief house of Satan. So watch this. This is the last curse. That's Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. Then you can read Revelations 3 and 9 and it'll tell you the same thing. You got it, King?
Real quick, King, let me ask you a question. Do black people, do we walk around calling ourselves Jews? The Bible says that those,
Yeah, they all are.
it says, those that say they are Jews and are not. You know what, no matter what you in the world, you'll never hear a black person say that they are Jews. We don't call ourselves. Even though we are the true Jews, we don't say that. We say it, the Bible says that.
Reread that. Reread that.
This book of Revelation chapter 2 and verse 9. And I know thy works in tribulation and poverty, but thou art rich. And I know the blasphemy of them which say they are Jews and are not, but are the synagogue of Satan.
That's crazy. Isn't it? That's crazy. That's deep. The Israelis, the Jewish, the Israelis, right? Say they are Jews and are not, but a synagogue of Satan. It's crazy. Isn't it? So watch this. So this is the last precept I'm gonna bring out, right? And this is gonna further show you who the Israelites are. And after I ask you this, I'm gonna ask you a particular question. So bring this out.
Come on, this is Deuteronomy chapter 28 and verse 68, and it reads, and the Lord shall bring thee into Egypt again.
What was the Israelites doing in Egypt? From what? But what were they doing? Egypt. But what were they doing in Egypt? Yeah.
What were they escaping from?
Yeah, but
I'm saying, what were they escaping from? Why did they need to? This book of Exodus, chapter 20 and verse 2. I am the Lord thy God, which have brought thee out of the land of Egypt, out of the house of bondage.
what's another word for bondage? Slavery. So Egypt in this future prophecy means slavery. So watch this. Put slavery in the place of Egypt.
And the Lord shall bring thee into slavery again with ships.
Because they didn't go back into Egypt. So the key word in that scripture was again. Because we never went back into Egypt, the land of Egypt. Once God pulled us out of Egypt, the Israelites never went back to Egypt. So when the key word would be again. So he said, I'm going to bring you back into Egypt or slavery again. But this time, how are you going to get there?
With ships.
With what?
With ships.
One more time.
With ships.
Are you familiar with the sub-Saharan slave trade? Right? The Indian Ocean slave trade? Right? The Mediterranean slave, like all these slave trades, brother, the Israelites are on them. But it was the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans. Right? Go ahead.
By the way whereof I spake unto thee, thou shalt see it no more again.
And you won't see your homeland again, man. Right? You won't see the physical Egypt again, ever again. You won't see the physical Egypt again. Go ahead.
And there
when you get off those slave ships,
ye shall be sold.
Have you ever saw those signs? All right, people, we got one. So, have you ever saw those signs when people actually were sold on the auction blocks? Have you saw any of those pictures? So, like the so-called blacks, when they got off the transatlantic slave trade, right? They actually would put up on the podium, and they would say, "Okay, Khan, you see that right there? Our people literally were sold in Jamaica as well. Go back and do your history on where you came from. Our people was put on auction blocks
Right.
and sold to the highest bidder. Probably 20 bucks, man, 10 bucks, 5 bucks.
Crazy.
Wasn't that much back then.
That's crazy, bro.
It's crazy. A whole life for $10 to do whatever you want to do with them. And there you shall. Go ahead.
And there ye shall be sold
You shall be sold. Let's see who say you're gonna be sold to.
unto your enemy.
What did he say?
Unto your enemy.
Right. So what nation of people were we sold to? The Americas, right? The Spaniards. But what nation of people? How do they kind of look? They're kind of whitish, right? Because they were all the European nations, right? But God said that they were our enemies. Whoever these people that got sold, whoever bought them were the enemies of them. The same people in Psalms when he said they made a tumult and they said, so the name of Israel be known no more. Right? Go ahead.
For bondmen
For slave men,
and for bondwomen,
for slave women.
and no man shall buy you.
And if you look in the Hebrew, right, that word buy in the Hebrew would be redeemed. Because the only person who would redeem Israel would be Christ. So if God said that the Israelites were to go back into slavery, but this time on ships, but we know our people went into slavery on ships, then who would that make us?
All praise.
We are the biblical Israelites that God spoke of. Yep, on that paper. We got a YouTube channel, and the brother's phone number's on there, man. And reach out to his brother, because when Christ come back, who do you think he's coming for? The true people. That's it, brother. Hey, I appreciate y'all stopping, man, and listen, man. Hey, I love y'all brothers, man. And y'all stay up. And y'all come back to y'all heritage. Hey, and reach out, brother. Reach out, man. I'll be out too, man. And that's all we here for, man. To teach everybody their biblical nationality. Right? Because everybody's biblical nationality goes back to the roots of 18 nations. And upon the 18 nations, everybody was made from. Right? So I'm gonna go back to my go-to and give me Ecclesiastes 4:15. Because everybody got to understand that we all come from 18 nations. And what's your nationality, King? What's your nationality? What's your nationality, family? What's your nationality? I got 2 seconds for the Bible. 3 milliseconds. Salvation is on the line. Hey, salvation is on the line. I know y'all see what's going on in Iran. Iran, I don't know if y'all know, but Iran literally just flew a drone over the coast of California. Did y'all know that? So it's actually getting closer than what we think. So I'm saying this isn't the time. Right now is the time for us to come back to our biblical history and ethnic and heritage. Because when God comes and send them chariots, hey, it's going to be nasty. It's going to be very much over for thou. Right? Bring this out.
This is Ecclesiastes chapter 4 and verse 15, and it reads, I considered all the living which walk under the sun, with the second child that shall stand up in his stead. There is no end of all the people.
What did he say?
There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him.
Shall not rejoice in him. Man, how you doing, sis? How you doing? All praises to the Most High. And you know your nationality, sis? You know your biblical nationality? What's your biblical nationality, sis? Oh, praises! Oh, praises! Hey, the Most High is doing his thing, man. Hey, but you know what? It only makes sense. Because if drones are off the coast of California, hey, I'm just saying, brother, nobody know the time or day, but I don't want to get caught up in the mix. Because watch what the Most High said. And give me the book of Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15.
When he take us out the corner, it's over.
It's over for thou. Watch this.
This is the book of Zephaniah, chapter 1 and verse 8.
Bring it out.
And it shall come to pass.
And when you see it shall come to pass, that means it's going to happen. Go ahead.
In the days of the Lord's sacrifice.
And that day of the sacrifice is when the Most High put judgment on this wicked earth. Go ahead.
that I will punish the princes and the king's children, and all such are clothed with strange apparel. In the same day also will I punish all those that leap on the threshold, which fill their master's house with violence and deceit.
Hey, because, hey, everybody think they're going to be good, man. Everybody think they're going to be good, man. But, hey, on the day of that sacrifice, Jeremiah, it's going to be nasty, man. Give me the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 1. Bring this up.
Right, this is Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 3, and it reads.
66 and verse 15. Right, because, hey, it's going to get nasty, man. And that sacrifice of the Lord is not going to be a fun time. But, hey, but everybody just, hey, they walking past, man. Hey, you stopped at the corner for 30 seconds. You might as well listen to what the prophet of the Most High said, the servants of the Most High.
Everybody say they love
Right?
God, though.
They love God. Y'all love God? Got 2 seconds for God, the word of God? Okay, I understand that. Bring this up.
God, this is Isaiah chapter 66 and verse 15, and it reads, For behold, the Lord will come with his fire, and with his chariots, like a whirlwind, to render his anger with fury.
With what?
With fury.
With what?
With fury, and his rebuke with flames of fire. For by fire and by his sword will the Lord plead with all flesh.
Hey, he said by fire and with his sword will he plead with all flesh. What else he say?
And the slain of the Lord shall be many.
And he didn't give a number. And Jeremiah, he didn't even give a number. He said the slain of the Lord is going to be many. Najiar, many. Didn't even give a number, man. Because you notice, like when King David, when he messed up, he said, hey, he killed 10,000, right? Kind of gave a number, right? He said 144,000 is going to make it, the elect, right? But when he said he gonna punish how many? Just many. Just many. It's going to be good. But hey, but he did kind of give you a visual. He said the blood is going to be to the horse's bridle. Right. That's going to be crazy. Hey, bring this out. It's going to be a lot of bloodshed. But think about it. I did the math, right? So it's like around about 9 billion people on the earth, they say. So even if we go with that number, right? If I'm going by 1/3 of every nation going to be saved, one nation going to be completely eradicated. So that's going to leave 2/3 of people put out. Hey, how you doing, brother? You got 2 seconds for the word?
I am the word.
Okay. And well, I hope you come back to the Lord's commandments and repent, King. All praises, King. Hey, all you can do is tell him we love him, man. Right? So, hey. So I put it up to, hey, the Most High is a just God, right? So he deal with numbers and he deal with balance. So I'm looking at it like he gonna probably take the 1/3 out of every nation and gonna put the death 2/3. So I just came up with a rough estimate of 2/3 of the earth is gonna get put to death.
That's a lot of people.
That's a lot of, that's
6.6 people.
6.6 billion people, brother. That's a lot of blood. And in that day, I don't want to be a part of that number. Right? Hey, how y'all doing today, man? Hey, man. Hey, y'all got 2 seconds for a word of encouragement? All right. Well, we so-called black Latinos and Native Americans, we got to repent and come back to the law, statutes, and commandments, man. Right? Bring this out. Hey, because that number going to be crazy, though. And in that day, you got to think back. Like, this ain't nothing but hey, look. The people bleeding in that day is going to be the same reenactment of what happened to Noah. Right? We're going to bring that out. Right? What you got? Now that's it. Give me the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 3 and verse 15, I think. Bring this out.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet of Zion.
Hey, so first he said blow the trumpet of Zion. So if you're so-called black, Latino, or Native American, right, we're blowing the trumpet to y'all. We're letting y'all know that, hey, y'all possibly could be God's chosen people. Go ahead.
And sound an alarm in my holy mountain. In Salakia. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
Hey, so we blowing the trumpet right now. We letting you know we don't know the day nor the hour. But we letting you know that we seeing kind of things that kind of fit in prophecies. We kind of seeing people not scared of the big bad wolf. we kind of seeing that, hey, everybody is beating their plowshares, Jeremiah. They kind of getting their pruning hooks, and they saying, hey, we strong. Hey, how y'all doing today, bros? All right, hey, y'all know your nationality, man? I know y'all heard, man. Y'all heard the good news? Good news is, hey, God chose the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans to be his chosen people, man. That's the good news. So what do you do with that news? Do you just chill? Or do you kind of come back to your heritage? Do you keep keeping Thanksgiving, which is the sacrifice of the actual celebration of your brothers and sisters getting murdered? Christmas, which is really the celebration of our people getting murdered? All these pagan holidays, which is the sacrifice of our people getting murdered? Or do you come back and keep your own heritage? All praises. Hey, and that's all I can do. All I can do is blow the trumpet. Bring that back on the top.
This is the book of Joel, chapter 1, chapter 2 and verse 1. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion.
So he ain't say blow it to everybody, Jeremiah. He said blow the trumpet in Zion. Go ahead.
And sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, for it is nigh at hand.
So I know, hey, how y'all doing, family? How y'all doing today? Hey, y'all possibly Israelites, man. Never forget that. So we all here to let our people know, which are the chosen people of the Bible, right? That, hey, God is calling his sheep home, man. Because like Christ said, his sheep hear his voice, and he calling you back home. But it's up to you to open the door, man. Right? It's not like that one when they say Christ knock and you got to open it. No, you got to knock at his door. See, the world will tell you everything that's contrary to the Most High. But hey, the Bible will tell you what's the truth. How you doing, family? Oh, praise it, man. I love that shirt, man. Hey, we love you, man. Hey, you know your nationality? You know your biblical nationality? What's your biblical nationality? You're an Israelite, King. Don't forget that.
That's right.
Damn. Our brothers got to man up, brother. We got to man up, man. We got to gotta lead the house, right? But watch this, though. Keep reading, because this Joel get real nasty.
Verse 2. A day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and strong. There have not been ever their like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations.
Hey, it's gonna be bad, man. It's gonna get real bad, right? I think it's Isaiah 58:1. Cry loud. Is that 58:1? Come.
Verse 3. A fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them.
He said, and nothing is gonna escape that day. Hey, did y'all see that there was a drone over there off the coast of California? See, and this is what's crazy, because see, nobody is even paying attention. How you doing, bro? Hey, you got 2 seconds? Got 2 seconds, God? Just 2 seconds, right? So, hey, we here to let our people know their nationality, because when God comes to judge his earth, because did you see that there was a drone that flew off the coast of California? So we know time get nigh. Nobody's scared of America no more.
Right.
So I guess my $1 million question is, what you gonna do once that thing hit this coast? Because it's coming. China, because look, this is what's going on, right? I ain't gonna script you to death. I'm gonna give you some facts that's going on the earth. So a lot of people have been paying attention. America still is at war with China in Taiwan. Then America is still at war with Russia with Ukraine over Ukraine. Now America's entering into the war with Israel over there in Iran. This is crazy what's going on. They spread so thin, so when you go back in history and you start seeing what the Romans and the Grecians did and all the nation that was in rulership, it's the yeah, they really see, you know something.
That's first, right?
That's Persian. That's that Persian mean. Right? So us knowing that and knowing that all these countries that's in rulership is following the same recipe. They spread their army thin, they spread their money thin, and then ultimately what happens? Their civilization collapse. So my question to you is, because through prophecy, through biblical prophecy in history, we know that the Most High only allowed Israel to be in so many captivities before he's going to actually come and redeem them. Right? So you know who you are then biblically, I can tell. Yeah, you Judah, right? So all praises. So you have you been coming back to your heritage?
Like, well, I'll be honest, not as much as I feel like I should. I ain't gonna put on no hat.
Come, hey. All praise.
Always, it's always going for the food, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely, bro.
But I feel like a lot of people, they stop with the knowledge, but no one has the battle. It's like,
Absolutely.
It's an application. I got to move some type of way. So if you want, like you said, I ain't going to say, act like I got to
Hey.
go, you know what I'm saying?
But you know though,
Right.
hey bro, hey, take one of them flyers, can build with us, bro. Hey, build with us, brother, because hey, all we do,
definitely in the time though, like we try to put
you
like
can tell, bro.
the average person might not see it, but like
Yeah, and that's how I can tell you spiritual though, because even with you knowing the Iranians are the Persian and Medes, hey, that's more understanding than if I ask anybody that, they wouldn't know who if I ask them who's the ancient Iranians, nobody else is gonna know that. And they're also the Cremetians. The Cremetians is in address 15. Go ahead, you got it.
what confused me, who are the Asians?
That would be the Moabites. Yeah, those would be the Moabites. The Asian would be the Moabites and the Moabites and the Ammonites. Give me Genesis, because they would be from Lot. Give me Genesis, I think it's 15. I think it's 15. Watch this. This is why they got cursed. Because they got what's called Mongolian syndrome.
Right, that's why they
Mongoloid
got
syndrome.
that.
Yup.
Down syndrome.
Yep, it's like that Down syndrome look. Right, real quick, let me find that for you, bro. Right, because it's crazy. It's crazy.
That's why they like to sell Mongolian beef.
Genesis 19 and 30. Genesis 19 and 30. Yeah, because this is, and the lovely part I love about the Bible though, is literally like, if you wonder who everybody is, all you got to do is go to their attributes.
Right.
You know,
right.
There you go, yup. You're right.
Actually describe it's like, nah, it's a level of thinking that you probably like that's on you. So dog, like, well, I'm not gonna give you everything. Like that's for you to watch.
Yup. And you're right. Nope.
That's just what it is.
And you know what it is? And it's so beautiful because on the seventh day, what did God do?
Right.
So that means everything was created in 7 days. So that means the characteristics of a nation, it was done. Wow. You can't change that no more. Right. They already had it. So watch this.
This is the book of Genesis, chapter 19 and verse 30. And Lot went up out of Zoar and dwelt in the mountain, and his 2 daughters with him. For he feared to dwell at Zoar, and he dwelt in a cave, and his 2 daughters. And the firstborn said unto the younger, Our father is old, and there is not a man in the earth to come in unto us after the manner of all the earth. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father.
Yeah. Yep. So basically, they wanted to preserve the seed of their father because there was nobody around them in Zoar, and he was old. Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. So watch. The second one.
And they made their father drink wine that night, and the firstborn went in and lay with her father, and he perceived not when she lay down, nor when she arose. And it came to pass on the morning, the firstborn said unto the younger, Behold, I lay yesternight with my father. Let us make him drink wine this night also, and go down in and lie with him, that we may preserve seed of our father.
So they both did it. And we know according to the scriptures because Lot was Abraham's brother. So we know by the law that you ain't supposed to sleep with your next of kin.
Right.
So that was an abomination. So according to that, the Most High judged him and cursed him, and that curse would be that mongoloid disease.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
They got that similar.
That drooping face. Yeah.
And it's crazy because I got a book at the crib, and it literally goes into it that their gods was lots of them, and they break it down to their names. So Lot would be one of their gods. You know, God gave every nation of God their own God to worship. So it goes back to Lot and his daughters was their gods because they understood biblically where their heritage went back to.
Yeah, the
like
grandson's name was actually Ammon and
yep,
Moab.
Moab, yep.
Yeah.
Yep, so it's crazy, bro. So, hey, bro, we got all our information on here, bro. Hey, man, tap in, bro. Hey, bro, we got brothers down here, man. Hey, reach out to them, King, and start studying. We got a chat line, bro. We get on. We try to do biblical reading, man. Usually a couple of days a week. So just tap in with us, bro. Yeah, definitely, bro. We love you, bro. Hey, we love you, bro. All praise to the Most High, man. Hey, be careful of that bike behind you. Come on. Hey, we love you too, man. Hey, and that's all we out here to do, to spread the truth, man.
Even Michael, they trying to hide somebody they not even.
Bro, I wouldn't want to be. Hey. Yes. Yep. We already know. Come on, man. Come on, brother. Yep. Yeah, bro. Hey, you tapped in, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Hey, and now I'm just trying to just be around like-minded brothers, bro. That's really all it boiled down to, you know what I'm saying? So we hold each other accountable because these brothers hold me accountable, you know what I'm saying? And I hold them accountable. And that's just the brotherhood because we want to see each other get that salvation if the Most High will. Yep. Yep. And it's also from... Yep. Destroyed for a lack of knowledge. Look at the brother got understanding, man. Knowledge. Yeah. 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 Because you know what heaven means, right? It's rulership. So right now they're in their rulership. But our rulership is next. Because it says Jacob grabbed the heel of Esau. That's symbolic saying after Esau rulership is over, we're right after him. So who's going to be in rulership next when they're done? We are. Most High is going to give us our rulership, but it's going to be in righteousness. It ain't going to be none of this we seeing. Ain't no going to be nobody hookering and none of that, bro. Yeah, none of that, bro. But it's going to be slavery and all that, though. Yeah, did you know that? See, he knows something, man. Absolutely. You must be on our side, King. You have to be on this side, King. Every Saturday, and the brothers be right here, man. Yep. And go to the side. And put him to the side, bro. Talk to him, King. Go talk to him. Right? Hey. Because, man, all praise it, brother. Hey, chop it up with the King, man. So, hey, because, hey, man, it's 9, man. Hey, bring that Joel out again, man. Bring that Joel 2 and 3. That was fire, man. Because the Most High said he said it's going to be like Sodom and Gomorrah, man. It's crazy. He said it's going to be like eating in front of you, and the eating is a representation of the kingdom of heaven. Because everything was perfect. Everything was plush. Right? And then you had destruction behind you because that's Babylon. Right? And go back to Revelation chapter 18 and verse, I think it was on verse 4. Watch this right here.
This book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 3. A fire devoured before them, and behind them a flame burning. Right? The land is as the Garden of Eden before them.
Right? And that land that's before us are going to be us getting the kingdom. That's what we're going to be trying to get to, right? It's going to be like the Garden of Eden before us. Go ahead.
and behind them a desolate wilderness. Yea, and nothing shall escape them.
And nothing's gonna escape it. And when the Most High send them nukes over here, them CMB missiles, man, it said it's like a strong archer. And how you doing, family? How you doing, family? Hey, you know your nationality? You got 2 seconds to dialogue with your brother? You got 2 seconds to dialogue with your brother? Yeah, the apology, just a little bit. Our praises, right?
What's up, family? How
So,
y'all doing?
can I ask you a question? So what was our nationality before we got off the slave ships? So what's your nationality? You American? So, say that again? I don't. I'm not here for cost to live. I know. Yeah, absolutely. That wasn't what it's supposed to be. But we know, according to what's happened, you know, we kind of in the messed up state. I mean, that's part of it. But it's really, we didn't obey the Most High. So let me ask you a question, right? So how did all this come about, though? I'm talking about how did all this come about? Because I mean, before the higher self and lower self, before knowledge itself, right? Something had to create the knowledge itself. Would you agree with that? The knowledge itself didn't come out of thin air and say, I'm knowledge, and then just start producing things. Knowledge itself had to start from somewhere. No, I agree with that. No, I absolutely agree. I'm not debating what you're saying. But what I'm saying though, at the end of the day, all of this had to have a beginning. But who's the beginning though? But zero is a okay. So then that means you don't believe that there's the higher power. So but who created the black woman then? It's impossible. I mean, I would disagree, but I would agree to disagree with you. Because I mean, there's a higher power. It's absolutely the only understanding. Everything has to start from something. Even zero is a beginning point. It's a beginning point. And guess what? You have to start zero. That's what I'm getting to you. That's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. I'm just saying. I'm just saying that since the end of the day, everything has a beginning. No, the beginning will be the creator. That's the beginning. It's the opposite actually. Life begins in the man. Absolutely. If you know anything about anything, you understand that life begins in the man. Because actually life began with man. I mean, you don't believe in the understanding, so your understanding is definitely not understanding. Doesn't matter. It matters. Nobody knows the exact time.
You never asked yourself why you are a man, but you don't
No, and I respect you, sis. I'm just saying, just start checking into that, sis, because honestly, at the end of the day, zero has a beginning. And I'm just saying, so all of us have a beginning.
No woman came from a man.
The one carry seed?
No.
Yes, damn right. It's an egg.
No. I didn't say an egg. I said do a
Seed.
monkey
That's
cake.
the seed. That's the seed.
No, it's not, man. No,
Look,
it's
grab
not.
your phone. If you can prove me right now.
You owe me $1,000 right now.
No, prove it.
I don't got my phone, but I'll tell you that. You can look it up on your
All I'm saying is this. All I'm saying is this, sis.
I'm 24. The man don't care see. The man is just a fertilization. That's all you are. You like the meat. Like everything's connected.
No, sis.
Like you got the clean meat.
Sis.
You got the clean meat. Man, what does the male work? The spread pollen. What in humans? What do the male do? They spread seed. I can give you an egg. You can't do nothing with it. You can give me sperm without having sex. Now I can come back to life.
Okay,
Makes
sis.
sense.
But you said, what did you say though? You get sperm, you come back with life, right? But the life is in the egg. I mean, life is in the seed. The seed. It's lucky. No, the life is in the seed. The life is in the seed. Do your research. There's no life in the egg. There's life in the seed. There's life in the seed, sis. Hey, bro, just please let her go. I'm not dealing with no. I'm not either the Most High. He said my sheep are my voice. That's just the level I'm on. It's fine. Hey, if you don't believe, that means hey, the Most High didn't. It wasn't for her to receive, right? So hey, finish this though. Hey, cause I know, bro, and I can have that dialogue all day. But I started noticing when I had them dialogues with people that we do miss the sheep that the Most High is calling over. So I'm on that level you was on. Like, I just let it be gone because that's crazy, and that's what it is. That's exactly what it is. Look, and then she going over there and saying that to them. That's craziness. Go ahead.
This book of Joel, chapter 2 and verse 3. The fire devoureth before them, and behind them a flame burneth. The land is as the Garden of Eden before them, and behind them as a desolate wilderness, yea, and nothing shall escape them.
Nothing's gonna escape, man. Right? Give me Revelation 18 and verse 5. And then give me Romans, give me Wisdom of Solomon chapter 5. About that. You ready? About ready? Or is it still a little bit more? What time?
2 hours.
You want me to keep going?
That's all you can. It's 6 o'clock. We ain't got long.
What time is it?
It's 6 o'clock.
Oh, you only got an hour. Yeah, you close. We'll close. I'll read for you.
It's on you.
Okay. It's 6, yeah, because it's another hour. Go ahead, bring this out.
Our con is Revelation chapter 18 and verse 5, and it reads, "For her sins have reached unto heaven."
Right, so this wicked place sins have reached into heaven, man. Right, and that's the reason why we have our people that's actually operating the way they do. Right, because there's no rules when it comes to Babylon. Right, you can do whatever you want to do, man. As long as you don't get caught. Hey, how y'all doing, family? What's your nationality? Come on, man. Dialogue with your people, man. Right, but hey, there's no rule sets in America. You can kind of do whatever you want to do. If I wanted to be a tree today, I can be a tree today. If I want to wake up tomorrow and be a cantaloupe, I can be a cantaloupe king. This is madness, man. Right? So that's why the Most High say, come out of this place. The ideology, right? The practices, the things that this place brings, man. Right? How y'all brothers doing, man? How y'all doing, family? All right. Hey, y'all know your nationality? Y'all know your nationality? Yep. Come on, bro. Go ahead, bring it out. I got a big speaker, brother. Ain't no way in hell you tell me you didn't hear me.
You just almost got hit.
He almost got instant judgment. That's what happens. Bring this out.
And Yahweh have remembered her iniquity.
So, hey, so the Most High is going to always remember what's going on in this place, man. No matter what you're feeling, no matter what you're saying, hey, the Most High is going to remember this place. He's going to remember all the things that you thought that was good. He's going to remember the sister that said, hey, egg is life. Right? He's going to remember everybody that denounced his name, that said that zero is the beginning and not the Most High. That's blasphemy.
If the woman is God, and if the man come from the woman, why would you create something that's stronger than you?
It makes no sense, King. It makes no sense. It makes no, bro, I'm telling you, like, it's just, but that's how you know that when the Most High said, my thoughts are not your thoughts. Our thoughts always go to the left-hand side, King. We always got crazy thoughts. Right? Bring that up from the top of 6. Was it 6 or 5?
But we're at 6. Gone. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities.
So the Most High gonna remember these iniquities. Go ahead.
Reward her even as she rewarded you.
Hey, and Most High said, as this place rewarded you, as the things that we went through, hey, he's gonna reward her. And what?
And double.
And what?
And double.
One more time.
And double unto her, double according to her works.
How you doing, brother? 2 seconds.
Busy. Y'all stay blessed though.
Hey, you stay blessed too. Come back to the commandments and live. Go ahead.
In the cup which she hath filled to her double.
You're to how much?
To her double. How much she hath glorified herself and lived deliciously, so much torment and sorrow give her. For she said in her heart, I sit a queen, and am no widow, and shall see no sorrow.
Shall see no sorrow, right? Because if you look at America, America don't think that nothing bad can happen. How y'all doing today? See, America don't think nothing bad can happen. That's the reason why when they saw that drone over there off the coast of California, everybody took a deep breath like, they ain't saw no war over here, man. I don't think they saw a war over here since the Civil War. I think that's the last war they saw over here. So it's crazy. It's crazy because, hey, Iran just bought close to $1 billion, if not $1 billion worth of arms from Korea. And last time I remember Korea going through it with America was when Trump was in office last time. So I'm telling you, man, and the Most High kind of stirring that pot up a little bit. Hey, and then he keeps spreading America troops thin, sending them all over. I'm telling you, man, it's getting crazy. All I'm doing is watching, and I'm eating my Orville Redenbacher and just watching the movie, man. Waiting on my instructions on when he tell us to flee. That's what I'm waiting on. Right? So keep reading.
Therefore shall her plagues come in one day.
And what?
Death. Most lucky. Come in one day.
So the Most High said America's plagues, which is those bombs, those nuclear weapons, them archer arrows that's not going to be turned back, he said it's going to come in one day, man. One day. This place is going to be wiped out.
Right.
1 minute you're going to be at Starbucks, the next minute you're going to be having no bucks.
Right.
It's going to get crazy, man.
That's right.
Right? How y'all doing today, man? How y'all doing today? All right? And y'all got 2 seconds?
We're trying to make this train.
Oh, praise it, right? So y'all might be Israelites, man, so-called Black, Latino, Native American. Y'all possibly Israelites, man. Never forget that. Bring this out.
Death and mourning.
He said death and mourning. Go ahead.
And famine.
And what?
And famine.
And that famine is a twofold. That's a famine of the word as well as famine of the food. He said it's going to be death and famine. What else?
And she shall be utterly burned.
She's going to be what?
Utterly burned.
Didn't we just hear about that in Joel? That's the same thing he said in Joel. The same thing he said in Isaiah 66 and 15. He said she's going to be utterly burned. It's going to be many dead. The death is going to be many. It's going to be like Egypt. Because this is spiritual Egypt, right? We brought that out earlier today. It's going to be so many, it ain't going to be sufficient enough living to bury the dead. Right? Keep reading.
With fire.
With what?
With fire.
And he said he's going to destroy this place with fire. What else?
For strong is the Lord God who judgeth her.
Hey, and it's going to be strong is the man that judgeth her. Right? Not the God that walked across the street. not the other brother that said he was God. Strong ain't their hand. Their hand look kind of weak. Go ahead.
And the kings of the earth who have committed fornication and lived deliciously.
And he's talking about all them nations that have lived lusciously off America's back, man.
Right.
They done raped, robbed, and murdered all the countries. Why do you think America went down to Venezuela? America went to Venezuela because the oil that's over there in Iran is called sour diesel, right? It's called sour crude oil, salaki. So that sour crude oil is where you get your diesel fuel, is where you get your asphalt, and it's also where you get your jet fuel. America only produces fuel, their crude oil is sweet oil. Their oil only could create oil, gasoline for vehicles and oil of that such. So America went to Venezuela because Venezuela actually has that sour crude oil. Because they know Iran's not messing with them anymore. So now you gotta substitute that. You can't substitute peanut butter with peanut butter. No, you gotta you can't substitute jelly with peanut butter. You gotta kind of find another jelly. And so that's what's going on. America's literally going down to Venezuela to substitute that oil. How you doing, family? You got 2 seconds? 2 seconds? Just real quick? Just real quick. So I was just bringing out the knowledge, right? So the reason why America went to Iran, right? Like a lot of people just think, oh, they might have been at odds. But the reason why they went over there is because Iran produces what's called sour diesel. And that sour crude oil. And that sour crude oil is where we get our diesel fuel, is where we get.
Oh, shoot. You ain't did nothing wrong, bro. You ain't did nothing wrong. Okay.
And it's where we get our asphalt, the ingredients for asphalt, and where we also get jet fuel from. America produces sweet crude. Sweet crude, you only can get automobile fuel from it, and like oil and things of that nature. But you can't get diesel from it. You can't get jet fuel from it or asphalt material. So that's why they went to Venezuela, because they also produce that same oil. So America is that Babylon in Revelations where they live deliciously off every nation. So I just wanted to bring that out because I don't know if you know who you are, but according to Bible prophecy and history, a lot of our people will be the descendants of the Israelites.
Right.
And when God sends Christ back to judge this earth and to judge Babylon the Great, which will be America, he wants his people, and we don't know who they are, right? But we know Christ said his sheep hear his voice. So those that come back to the law, statute, commandments, and keep it, those will be God's chosen people. Right? So I just want to tell you that, brother. You know what I'm saying? If that bear witness, take a flyer, you know what I'm saying? And tap into our channel. And hey, you never know, man. Because we don't know. We don't know who God's chosen people is. But we do know what the prophecies of the Bible tell us and what God tells us. So I love you, bro. And you have a blessed day with your family too, King. Right? Hey, and that's all praises, man. Because that's all we are here to do. Right? To tell our people to come out of this wicked, nasty place. Right? Bring it up.
Shall bewail her and lament for her.
Hey, because all these nations are going to be bewailing and lamenting Jeremiah, because they've been living deliciously. Hey, look, because China don't even get along with America, right? Right, Naziar? But ain't it crazy how China's still dealing with America? That's crazy because they living deliciously. China might don't like America, but they know America's spending. And as long as they spending, they like it. Come on, brother. Come on, go ahead.
When they shall see the smoke of her burning.
When they see the smoke of her burning, keep going.
Standing afar off for the fear of her torment, saying, Alas, alas, that great city Babylon, that mighty city, for in 1 hour is thy judgment come, and the merchants of the earth shall weep and mourn over her.
Everybody said they don't care about America, right? But hey, I guarantee you, if America wanted America, they'd care, right? Hey, how you doing, brother? You got a few seconds? Come. You possibly be an Israelite, king. Never forget that, right? God chosen people. You got to come back to the law, statutes, commandments, and repent as a Hebrew Israelite. I had to slide it in there. Go ahead.
For no man buyeth their merchandise anymore.
What's that merchandise?
The merchandise of gold and silver and precious stones and of pearls, and fine linen and purple and silk and scarlet and all thine wood.
How you doing, family? All right, y'all know your nationality? What's your nationality? Huh? Y'all be Israelites. You like what? Juking? Oh, man. Y'all crazy, man. Only Israel, man. But y'all gotta come out that spirit too. I'm gonna let y'all go past it now. Y'all gotta come out that spirit. Yeah, y'all gotta change y'all ways. I tried my hardest. Jeremiah, I tried my hardest. I had to do it though. I had to rebuke at the gate. That spirit right there, I don't know. I just can't do that one. That spirit is wicked. Right? Bring this out though.
In all manner vessels of ivory, and all manner vessels of most precious wood.
Man, hey, judgment is out. How y'all doing, family? Y'all know y'all know nationality? Y'all be biblical Israelites. Possibly. Never forget that. Bring it out.
And all manners of most precious wood, and of brass, and iron, and marble, and cinnamon, and odors, and ointment, and frankincense, and wine, and oil, and fine flour, and wheat, and beasts, and sheep, and horses, and chariots, and slaves, and souls of men.
And souls of men. That's how you know this is Babylon. It's the only place that you can sell your soul for $1 million contract to play with the Atlanta Hawks. you can sell your soul for $1 million contract, right? To play with what? The Atlanta Braves? The Atlanta Falcons? Hey, you can do it. That's how you know that this is Babylon. Because no other nation you hear people selling their soul. But hey, in America, you can kind of convert that thing over to a little change, man. And that's what's happening to our people, man. Our people doing a little strange for change, ain't they? So, hey, bring out Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5, verse 1. This is crazy, man.
This is the book of Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 5 and verse 1. Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him.
And that's what we doing, right? Every Shabbat in and Shabbat out. We come in front of everybody that's afflicted us. Everybody that's done our forefathers wrong. Everybody that's did our heritage wrong. Right? Because, hey, we know that the people that runs this world, hey, they can afflict a man's heritage and a man's soul, man. They're the only people that can do that, man. Right? But we standing in great boldness. We tell them we standing in the gun, in the barrel, in the face of the wicked and telling them, convert your ways, and all the other nations saying you're going to get put to death from the Most High. We will stand in your face and tell you that all day long, man. Keep reading, King.
Come. And made no account of his labors. When they see it, they shall be troubled in terrible fear.
Because ain't nobody made account of the so-called blacks, Latinos, and Native Americans' labor, how they built all this country. They laid the groundwork for what we call the United Snakes of America. Nobody gave them no type of love for that. But the Most High said, but in that day, you're going to give them love because you're going to find out who they are. The name of Israel is going to be back in remembrance, opposite of Psalms 83. Right? Go ahead, King.
It shall be amazed at the strangeness of his salvation.
Because, hey, you know what the thing is? They don't think that we're the saints. They don't think that we're God's chosen people, right? Hey, y'all, can I ask y'all a quick question? Who is God's chosen people nowadays? See, everybody, right? And we talked about that in the car, didn't we? God told his chosen people not to give, you know, something that's great, cashiers, pearls, and swine, right? And that's crazy. Go ahead, King.
Come. So far beyond all that they look for, and they repenting and groaning for the anguish of spirit shall say within themselves, this was he whom we had sometimes in derision.
How you doing, sis? How you doing? You speak English? Espanol? Jesus Cristo is blanco. No blanco, he negro. That's what it is. Salaki there, good. It is. No blanco, negro. That's what it is. Yeah, white. Absolutely, yup. It's black. I'm trying to sharpen up on my Spanish, man. I'm trying to sharpen up on my Spanish.
This was he whom we had sometimes in derision, and a proverb of reproach.
Right? Because, hey, he said that, hey, the people that rule this earth, they had the Israelites sometimes in derision and a proverb of reproach. Hey, they didn't care about us. He reproaches. A reproach would be something that is dishonored. Right? Hey, that's crazy. Go ahead, King.
Con. We fools accounted his life madness, and his end to be without honor. How is the number among the children of God? And his lap is among the saints.
And how y'all doing? What's your nationality? Kind of like Native Americans a little bit, man. Who knows? My sheep hear my voice here, man.
Verse 6, therefore have we erred from the way of the truth, and the light of righteousness have not shined unto us, have not shined unto us. And them the Son of Righteousness rose not upon us. We weary ourselves in the way of wickedness and destruction. Yea, we have gone through deserts. We are...
How y'all doing, family? I got 2 seconds for a word of encouragement. The scripture of the day. My sheep hear my voice, Jeremiah.
We have gone through deserts where they lay no way, but as for the way of the Lord, we have not known it.
Yeah, that's it. He said that the wicked of this earth, he said they weary themselves in the way of unrighteousness, but the way of the Lord they have not known it. All praises, because hey, the Most High put it in our spirit, man, to know the ways of the Lord, man.
That's right.
How y'all doing, family? How y'all doing, family? Y'all got 2 seconds? 2 seconds for history, man.
I know y'all got
No history? No history? Come on, man. All praises. My sheep hear my voice, Jeremiah. Go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 3 and verse 31, and it reads, do we then make void the law through faith?
What did he say?
Do we then make void the law through faith?
One more time.
Do we then make void the law through faith? God forbid. Yea, we establish the law.
First, giving all honor, glory, and praise to Yahweh Ba'Shem, Mashem, like our shine. Come here, Charlotte.
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 Death to America.
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 Hey, Shalom.
Oh, we're good. I'm good.
Come.